So we're down in Iowa City. Good, solid. I'll count this like the real opening meet for the season. We had a meet in December, but then you take about 4 or 5 weeks off, and they head home for the holidays and hope they do what they're supposed to do, and they come back and then we're ready to compete that first week when they get back. And they did a really good job. I mean, we try to simplify the process and just really focus on just your attitude and effort coming in and make sure we're competing at a high level. And was really pleased with what we saw on that end. And so we had 5 event champions, which is really nice to get some wins. And then we also had 9 people that finished in the top 3 in their respective events. And so a few highlights on each side of the spectrum. On the men's side, Evan Long and Sven Vandenberg, they ran, I think, the top 2 times in the conference in this very young season, but also put themselves in the top 10 in school history there, which is good to see. Keegan Trital and Darius King had some really nice early season throws in the shot put, and Connor Ham in the 60-meter hurdles ran a really quick opening time, 8:07 there, just off his PR, which if you can start off right at your PR or a little ahead of that, then the season's looking good going forward. On the women's side, Maddie McCullough won the 400 in a meet record time. She ran 55.5, which is right where she ended this season at indoors last year, so she's off to a great start. Michaela Cole won the 3,000, and then Lauren Beauchamp did a really nice job in the pole vault as well. And so really pleased with that first meet. We came out of it with no injuries or anything like that, which is a really good thing early on. You want to make sure you can build week to week, and so we just look to get better this week. That's the message to the team, is we want to build each and every single week, so we're at our best at the end of February when we host the conference meet for the 13th year in a row. So this week we go to North Dakota State. It's going to be a really fun meet. It's a 3-team meet between us, Wyoming, and NDSU. Scored meet, which is always exciting because our athletes, they like to see the points get put on the board, and so both of those teams are very similar to what we see from the Missouri Valley Conference as far as kind of how the teams are made up and those kind of things. And so it'll be fun to go up there for the first time and get a chance to see that facility and get a chance to compete against teams we normally don't see until we get to the national championships or the regional championships. So any questions about track?
You might have alluded to this already, but especially just coming back to competition last week, how do you feel about getting on a consistent schedule moving forward, competing each weekend, and getting that build toward the conference and NCAA championship?
Yeah, consistency is huge. And so, and just everyday life. So we had them back last week, but I mean, it was still, they weren't in class yet. And so we were, trying to tell them, don't get tricked into thinking this is just a training week. We have a meet at the end of the week. And so just being able to get into a rhythm and consistency of going to class, practice, lifting, all those things is going to be big going forward. But they did a really good job. They went home. We were fortunate. The Midwest winter kind of held off. So they were able to, people that didn't have access to facilities on a consistent basis were able to get things in outside, which is kind of rare in January in the Midwest. But they did what they needed to do, and now we just gotta build and look to get better this week, and I think we're in a good spot to do so. All right, go Panthers.